Should we have an intro?
This is our podcast intro.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hits Podcast. My name is Oscar. This is my sister. This is our podcast. It's called the Hits Podcast, HTS, no I. What the hell did you do to your headphones? You tucked them into the thing so you can't see them?
Yeah.
Bro, they looked fine the other way. Like,
no.
Anyways, as you
but
can
now
tell,
it looks like I just have really big ears.
This fucking shit is too small on me. As you can tell, this is the Christmas holiday special. We have Christmas on the TV.
Whoop, whoop.
If you haven't noticed, I'm not in my apartment because I came back home to visit because I love my family, not like Sophia. And I'm in my room. Anyways.
He's in the guest room right now, which is my old room, which is his old room.
I was in this room for like fucking 7 years. Sophia was in this room for 1 year. It's my room. Fuck her. Anyways, I'm wearing like my new Lightning McQueen Ka-chow Christmas sweater.
I bet they can't even see it because it's moving too fast.
Look, it has the little cones and the racing stripes and fire and cool stuff. And I wore it yesterday in the airport when I was coming over here. Nobody said anything.
Single person.
No one.
It was so funny because he sent in the group chat. He was like, no one said anything. And he's like, not even one. Or he was saying that he passed by like a group of little kids and he's like, and not even one of them said anything. I was like, yeah, that's like an old movie to them.
Fucking losers. Like, I was like,
yeah.
I saw a couple of like toddlers or like little, like younger kids, like 10, 13. And I'm like, come on, bro. You know what it is? What's up? Nothing. No one.
All right.
Actually, hold on. That was no one in the airport, but at the actual party yesterday, because our oldest sister graduated, so we had a little graduation party. Mm-hmm. I wore this shit yesterday at the party. Again, I was the only festive motherfucker in the building. But anyways, everybody was like, "Oh, I like your sweater. I like your sweater." And I was like, "Celeste bought it for me. Thanks." And whatever.
They had to say they liked it, you know, their family. But anyways, I am wearing my Jack Skellington's sweater. Look, it's so cute. Ooh, and then like I like the little sleeves. I don't know what's on the back. Oh, there's nothing in the back. Okay. That's what I'm wearing. And I'm wearing a Santa hat that's too big for me. I think had we switched, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But actually, no, this worked out because of my headphones. Oh, that scarecrow has a tiny ass head.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it has a normal head. Your head's just really big.
No, it's tiny and stupid. No. Stupid ass scarecrow.
Okay. We can say that.
Let's dive right into this.
Merry Christmas.
Hold up.
Merry Chrysler. Happy Hanukkah.
Hold up. Let me see. I got a couple good things. So obviously the episode should be all Christmas themed, so we should only talk about Christmas stuff. All right.
Hawaiian Christmas Day.
Oh my God, stop saying that shitty ass song. Anyways, but real quick, I already told you this. I had written it down so I could tell you in the podcast, but I told you yesterday when you called. I'll tell everybody else. So Sophia literally like 2 weeks ago moved away from this house, from this room. So my parents are officially empty nesters, which means the house is real empty and quiet and lonely, right? Yesterday, me, my mom, and my dad were here. My mom's kind of doing some stuff, getting ready for the party, cooking whatever, like rice or whatever the fuck. And then my dad's chilling, watching YouTube videos or just playing music on the TV, but he puts the videos. I'm chilling. I was kind of in between things. Like I had done this thing over here. I eventually had to do whatever else to get ready. And we're just chilling there. And my dad's playing whatever fucking music. And everybody's just chilling, not saying anything. Hanging out, whatever. And my dad, out of nowhere, just bursts out. He's like, "You guys don't even miss Sophia." And we were like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was playing Sugar by Maroon 5 on the TV.
Sugar.
Not that song, you fucking asshole.
I know, but that one's reminding me of that. Oh,
clearly this song doesn't mean as much to you as he thinks it does. Anyways, he was playing Sugar by Maroon 5 on the TV, and then he was like...
It's more Maroon 5, not necessarily
And he
Sugar.
was like, Sophia's the only reason I listen to these fucking assholes.
Maroon,
and then,
AKA Maroon 5.
And we were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, I would always play music, and then I would be like, any requests? And Sophia would always request Maroon 5. And I was always like, who the fuck is that? And she was always like, you're going to like him. Just put him on. And now all the songs I listen to are because Sophia would request them. No.
Yeah, I would always request like Mick Jagger.
Yeah, Moves Like Jagger.
Moves Like Jagger, yeah.
And then later, I'm telling everybody that story because it's hilarious, right? And Big O was like, and Big O tries to do this bullshit where he's all like, yeah, I would always play music. Like when we were making dinner or when we were hanging out, I was always playing music. And I would always be like, any requests? and nobody would ever make any fucking requests. Only Sophia was cool. Only Sophia would make requests. Blah 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 blah. And then like
I concur.
all our cousins were here, and or not all of them. Some cousins we
A lot
haven't
of
hung out
them.
with in a while. Our cousins were here, and they were like, "What? Nobody would make requests?" And he was like, "Nobody." And then they look at me and they're like, "Why wouldn't you make requests?
Why
Like,
would you make
requests?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah."
Why weren't you cool like
And
me?
I was like, "Don't fall for this shit. You guys don't fucking know. You've never lived in this house. Don't fall for this shit." And I was like, "And Betty will testify." And then I was like, any request that I would make, he would put on the song, and it was always some fucking, what is this stupid shit? This fucking sucks. Why don't you request good shit?
Like Sophia.
He doesn't like any of the shit that I listen to. And I was telling him, I was like, huh, Betty? And I was like, out of all the things that I like, the only things that I could request that he would put on and wouldn't complain about are things
Sam
that
Smith,
he
yeah.
likes. Songs that he already knows and already puts on his own. You know what I mean? And they were like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he denies it, of course. And then Betty was like, no, yeah, that's how he is. And we were like, so don't fall for this bullshit. Only Sophia loved me. Only Sophia made requests. Only Sophia didn't get ridiculed for her request. Anyways.
Because I was cooler than a motherfucker. I made good songs.
Nah, because that's some
haters
bullshit.
gonna hate.
Nah, it's very easy to be like, sorry, I requested good shit that he liked. Fuck you. You know how many years it took him to like Ed Sheeran? You know how long I was listening to Ed Sheeran before he finally came around to admitting, like, okay, this song is pretty good, or I like this one, or whatever. For years. What is this shit? You don't fucking know. Anyways.
To me, it sounds like you're just a hater. Because
No.
I
don't give a shit if he misses you.
Off
Whatever.
the bat.
No big deal. I don't have a problem. But don't act like we're fucking, only Sophia makes requests. Yeah. Fuck that topic. Let's talk about Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christmas. I feel like I'm not. Because you have a face of...
I did have one more topic, but it wasn't super Christmassy, but it's pretty short.
Okay.
Anyways, I was on the plane yesterday, right? And I was flying into town. And then I was chilling, and I was sitting on the aisle, and I had my foot sticking out into the aisle, but like up against like the seat, like barely sticking out into the aisle, right? And the old lady, the stewardess was an old lady, and she was kind of chatty and like kind of friendly and shit, right? And so she was walking like from behind me this way, going forward. And when she gets to my foot, she kind of tapped it with her foot like a few times.
Scooch it in.
And kind of just put your foot away. And then I was like, I guess fucking. And then when she starts walking back, she was like, oh, sorry, like if you can put your feet in, I want to keep this clear, because then if your foot's there, I might trip, and then I'll fall on you, and then I got to give you $1. And then she just kept walking.
$1? And
I was like, is that a rule? Like, what the fuck? It was just funny to me the way she said it. And I know it's obviously not a rule, but she was like, because then I might trip and fall on you, and then I have to give you $1. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, or it was kind of funny to me. Like, did she come up with that? Did she just think it was a funny random thing to say? Is that an actual saying that people used to say, like pinch poke, you owe me a Coke?
You owe me a
Coke. Or like jinx, you owe me a Coke type
Trip,
shit.
fall,
land on you, give you $1. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because she was old as shit. So then I was like, what if like back in fucking 1800 or whatever the fuck she was like a kid?
Were there even planes there?
No, but the point was, if you fall on someone, you owe them $1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Curious.
When were planes invented? Like I know that there was aircrafts, like for war and shit, but like
fly in to go places. I don't know.
I wonder when that started.
But it was that kind of thing where I was like, did she come up with that, or was that like actually a thing? Like, it was funny. But anyways.
Yeah. All right. So what Christmas topics do you have?
Sophia is a fucking son of a bitch. All right. You guys,
I'm gonna tell mom you said that.
We're gonna debate all this. Well, you're not a son, so mom doesn't pertain to this. I've been holding this in for like 3 weeks because Sophia mentioned this a while ago, and then we haven't said anything because we were gonna have the Christmas special. So Sophia said this the other day, and I want to just argue with her about it. Sophia says she doesn't want her kids to believe in Santa at all, like from the beginning. No. Why the fuck would you do that?
Well, that's how we were.
Not me, motherfucker.
Okay, that's how I was. Sorry.
Why? When? What? You were? I didn't know that.
Yeah. What you mean? Yeah.
You need to elaborate on that. Like,
I genuinely don't remember ever believing in Santa Claus. Maybe I did when I was like real little, but like.
But do you remember mom being like, "No, it wasn't Santa that bought you this. I bought you this, you motherfucker."
No, I don't think she ever said that. But I don't remember ever having like Christmas presents under the tree that were from Santa.
When our parents were separated, you guys wouldn't celebrate Christmas.
Well, that's why I don't believe in Santa. I guess I'll fucking know.
My mom's family, or a lot of the older generations of my mom's family, are Jehovah's Witness, so they don't do Christmas or birthdays or this or that.
Oh,
so when our parents
is that why?
Is that you fucking? Oh my god! Is that why what? Is that why they don't do birthdays? You didn't know that?
No, not that, Jackhole. Of course I know that. But I was saying, is that why I like never believed in like Santa?
Well, that was the thing.
As far as I can remember, like we never got like presents from Santa, right? But also we would celebrate Christmas Eve, basically, where we stayed up till midnight and then we'd open the presents. So like when the fuck was Santa we were there. We didn't even have a fucking chimney, you know what I mean? We saw no one climb down that shit.
I'm gonna tell you my childhood now, and then you can be a little jealous. My parents were separated until I was.
Now they're your parents.
Yeah, I was gonna say I said that, and then I was like, "Fuck!"
All of a sudden.
Anyways, our parents were separated until I was like 11. So in that time, I did the whole, separated parent life, where I would go to my dad's house on the weekends, and then I had 2 birthday parties and this and that and whatever the fuck, right? And it was cool because I was a little dickhead, and my mom would make me share birthday parties with Sophia because my birthday was in February and hers was in April. I thought that was too far apart, but it was all good because I got another birthday party with my dad at his house. So then, anyways, from what I remember, you guys, you, mom, and Celeste wouldn't celebrate Christmas, like not for real or kind of at all, because my mom and her family were all Jehovah's Witness. I would celebrate Christmas because I would go to my dad's house, and my dad was like, "Fuck all that shit. We're doing Christmas. Here's the tree. Here are the lights, the presents, right?" That was what I remember the childhood being like. So then, but then it was like your whole thing about staying up on Christmas Eve. That's what Mexicans do. So they stay up, like Christmas Eve is the day. Everybody gets together. Everybody celebrates, hangs out on Christmas Eve, and everybody stays up till midnight. And then on midnight, everybody opens the presents. As I'm sure you know, I was fairly spoiled before they were back together. We would stay up till midnight, open presents, go to bed, and there'd be more presents to open on Christmas morning.
Oh my god! No wonder you want your kid to believe in Santa.
So, like, that's what we would do over at Big O's house. Like, me, Josh, and Coco and everybody. And that's when, like the year that I got the unicycle, it was one of the Christmas morning presents that you walk out and it was there.
Bruh. Yo, all of this is making more sense. Yeah, we didn't celebrate Christmas. Or did we? Watch mom watch this and she's gonna be like, "Yes, we fucking celebrated Christmas, you fucking idiot. You just don't remember."
I don't know.
The first Christmas I like genuinely remember is when we went to like Betty's house, to our Tia's house, and we went there like that for whatever reason, and it was the first time that we ever went there. So I'm not sure if I'm remembering it because it was like the first time we celebrated Christmas, or if I'm remembering. No, I'm pretty sure we celebrated. No, I'm pretty sure we celebrated Christmas before.
I don't remember you guys celebrating
but
Christmas because that was the whole
Betty
thing.
got me.
Sorry, go ahead.
But Betty got me a little like Little Mermaid, like little toy set thing, and had little dolls with like exchangeable, like from like the tail to like the legs. It was cool as shit. Anyways, I remember.
Well, from what I remember, that's also why the little tree that I have, the little Christmas tree, the little light up one that I take. The reason that tree exists is because mom and mom's family didn't celebrate Christmas, and we didn't have trees, and we didn't put up lights, and we didn't do this, and we didn't do any of the Christmas shit. And my dad, who I didn't live with at the time, was like, "Fuck all that shit. My son is gonna have a Christmas tree on Christmas." And he bought that. We were just tree. Broke. No, he bought that. That's why we've always said that's my tree. It's not ours. It's not the family's. It's not. It's my tree that he. No.
I know that
to have.
I know that
at mom's house during Christmas time.
I know that much, but I thought I thought we didn't have a tree just because we were broke, and that's why Big Oscar got it for you. Because and then all of the same reasons. Not that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I mean, not me finding out lore about my own childhood.
Oh my god.
To be fair, though, like, I hit my head so many times as a kid. It makes sense that I don't remember everything.
Bro, you didn't know shit at the time. Like, we've already told the stories about you thinking Big O's a handyman and shit, right?
Have we? I don't think we have.
I think we have. We can tell it again. Anyways, yeah, like that's what I remember it being, and that's why he bought the tree, and that's why it was the thing, and whatever.
Anyways, regardless, point of the story is
Sophia has never experienced the magic of Christmas. That's why you don't even like it. That's why you're a fucking loser Halloween person.
Is that why me and Celeste?
Yeah. Oh my god. Not me fucking discovering the lore about our lives. That makes so much sense.
No, but I like Christmas though.
No, but I don't know. Here's the thing. Let me ask you something. This is the only fucking question I need to ask. How fucking old are you? 23?
Never ask a lady her age.
As a 23-year-old, do you, when Christmas time comes around, do you have this whole thing where like you feel like you're an adult that no longer has like your inner child and no longer sees like the wonder and the beauty of Christmas time? Like Christmas in its entirety doesn't feel the way it used to when you were a kid. I can see your face and I know the answer is no. Like you don't like you know how sometimes you do things or you go places and it makes you realize that you're a fucking adult and it makes you realize like, you know, maybe childhood wasn't that bad.
That's how I feel with fireworks.
It's not the same wonderful magical time event.
Like it's still cool, it's still fun, but it's not like you
don't feel that way with Christmas.
Wondrous.
No. I mean, the answer is no. Because if you did, you would absolutely be like, "Oh my god, yes!" Like it's so depressing. It's right.
No, it's because for me, I feel like I like Christmas more like as an adult, but that's because I really enjoyed like giving out gifts. You know what I mean? And as a kid, I couldn't.
You're so kind and generous, you fucking asshole. That's not what we're talking about right now.
Oh my god, shut up, fucking jackhole. Anyways, I didn't realize. No, but like for real, whatever. I could be sappy or whatever. Like it just feels different. Like because yes. We would go with like our mom and be like, all right, what you want to get for your sibling? This, or she would pick something out and be like, all right, this could be for you type of thing. But like, it feels different. Like just like when it's your own money, you're like, no, like I got this for you, you know? Even after you're saying all this though, I still don't want them to believe Santa because I don't want them to be sad later. I don't want them to be sad later. Who
fucking cares about that?
Isn't Christmas anymore?
We're not thinking about tomorrow, Sophia.
It's a big picture thing, Oscar. No, big picture.
No.
Yes.
They need to believe. They need to believe in the wonder and the joy.
Also.
No, because then if they don't believe in Santa, then they don't get to have those years where they're like doubtful and they're like, "Is it? Nah, no way." But like, how? But like, you got to go through that. It's a rite of passage.
Okay, no, but then how sad were you when you realized that Santa like wasn't real?
I wasn't, you fucking idiot. I was just old enough to be like, yeah, nah.
No, but I had I vividly remember
in like those
middle
friends.
School. I have friends like we were friends, right? And then like we were like they started talking about Santa and they didn't believe it anymore, but they're like they were sad like thinking about like yeah, it's like not real. You know what I mean? And also there was this one kid at our school who still fucking believed in Santa. We were like in 8th grade and she still believed in Santa Claus. And I'm like, bruh.
Maybe she came from a broken home, you know?
Anyways.
Nah,
I don't want my kid to be that stupid ass kid who's still fucking.
That's like, I don't want my kid to go to school because what if they have friends and then they lose their friends is going to be sad. That's a dumb reason. Or like, I don't want my kids to date anyone because one day someone's going to break up with them and they're going to be sad. That's a stupid reason. Like the sadness doesn't negate the value of the good part. You know what I mean? Like
no, but what about
you can't save your child. You can't save your child from heartbreak.
Isn't there a fucking what's it called? Like you're like, damn, you lied to me. You told me. There's not like a that you.
Who cares?
Well, not you, but you're weird. What do you mean? Who cares?
It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Like. When your parents told you it was illegal to turn on the light in the car, yeah, eventually everybody found out and they were like, man, what the fuck?
But and I feel like Santa's a bigger deal than that.
No, it's not.
It's actually so funny. It's actually so funny that listen. It's actually so funny that you're saying that because literally this week. Okay, so we talk. Oh no, it froze.
Why is it so funny?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Why is it so funny? Oh, okay. What's it called? I just moved into my apartment, right? And like this past week when I would come home from work, I'm like, oh, it's cold. And I would just like cuddle under the blanket. And then like yesterday, I was like, oh, it's cold, and I was like, I can touch the freaking like I can adjust the heater, like the AC, and make
I'm
it
like,
warmer.
touch what, Sophia?
I'm
You just
touch the butt. Anyways, what's it called? No, yeah. And then I made it warmer, and now I don't feel the need to cuddle up under the blanket all the time.
Yeah, no. I think you should do it. I think you should do it. Don't be Celeste,
No,
bro.
then...
Don't have the kids that ruin it for all the other kids and fucking shit on everyone's parade. Like,
I wasn't Celeste though. Like, we both didn't believe in Santa, but like I didn't ruin
you're robbing
everyone
them.
else's parade.
You're robbing them of the joy and wonder.
No, because now there's this whole like elf on the shelf thing.
You don't got to do that bullshit. People go way too far with that shit. Like, I think people just do shit just for the hope of going viral. Like, it doesn't even make fucking sense, the shit that they do. I saw some people put together a bunch of chicken wing bones and the little fucking Santa hat on top, and then they put the cat next to it, and they're like, what did the cat do to the elf? What the fuck is the point of that? Like, how does that have anything to do with the fucking elf watching the kids to make sure they're not naughty? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? How can you in any way tie that back to that? You know what I mean? I get it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do one or two things here and there to creep the kids out, like fucking move it or eat the cookies or draw on their face a little bit, whatever. Ha ha ha. What the fuck does the cat have to eat the elf for? That, like, what are you doing? Either way, you don't have to do that shit at all. Like, Halloween ass motherfucker, fuck you.
I'm not gonna tell them to believe in whatever Halloween mascot is. Like, you know,
there is no Halloween mascot. What are you talking about?
It's the devil. Anyways, no.
You know what I learned? You know what I learned actually? I was watching the Suburb Talks podcast, and they looked up the origins of Halloween. And the thing is like people claim that Halloween. Some people claim today that Halloween is satanic or like whatever because of like sacrifices and rituals and shit. But where Halloween originated in that land, within that culture, they would do animal sacrifices. But the point of that was to ward off evil spirits. You're making animal sacrifices to your gods to keep you safe from the evil things that are lurking. It's a
sacrifice to the gods.
That are lurking. Oh. And so you're not making sacrifices in the name of the evil and to please the evil. You're doing it to ward off the evil. So but here's the problem. Those sacrifices were not done by fucking Christians. So, of course, whenever other religions do what they believe, it's always like, oh, you fucking pagans and whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So, obviously, they disliked it and they fucking dismiss it as satanic. But, like, if you actually look at them and look at their intention behind it, kind of interesting. That's just what I heard. I don't know the actual fucking definitions.
I don't know. Point is, my kids aren't gonna believe in Santa unless whoever my husband is like really fucking like really like you know what I mean? Like it's a hard fucking line. Like no, they're gonna. You know what I mean? But I feel like if they're like, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, no. You know?
Why though? I don't understand what you're achieving by doing that. You don't have to like. Here's the thing: you don't have to justify it to me, and you don't have to prove it to me. But I still genuinely, I'm like, I don't understand what purpose that serves or what you're achieving with that. Like, just like it could be so fun. Anyways, you don't have to explain it if you don't want to. I'll just feel bad for them and tell them their mom hates them.
You do that, and I'll tell them to tell your kids that Santa's not real.
No, I'll tell them that.
Tell them what? Tell them what?
They're full of shit. And I'll just tell them I'll tell them when they're like teenagers and they'll be like, yeah, no, we never believed in Santa. My mom never told us that. And I'm like, yeah, she hates you. And then it'll be done by that point because my kids won't believe in Santa either. And it wouldn't matter.
No, but I feel like you're making it such a big deal. But like I'm telling, as a non-Santa Claus believer from the get-go, like my childhood wasn't like ruined or anything.
You know what I mean? I feel the same way in the opposite way. I feel like you think it's going to cause damage to your kids. And I think it's not at all.
I think it could potentially cause damage to my kids.
I don't think it could potentially cause nearly as much damage as joy it could bring. Like the amount of joy it could possibly bring to them, far beyond the amount of damage it could do to them. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
And fuck.
Anyways, Sophia's kids are going to be more loser Halloween kids. What else do we have to talk about?
I have a couple stuff that I wanted to say, but apparently we're not allowed to talk about non-Christmas stuff, so
Why
I
would
have
you?
nothing to
Why
talk
would you
about.
not talk about Christmas stuff on the Christmas episode?
I have no Christmas stuff to talk about.
Okay, hold on. I do have one more Christmassy themed topic.
Okay, let's hear it.
We had a remote holiday party at work because I work remotely, and so then they just put us all in a giant Zoom meeting, and they're like,
I was about to say, how does that
holiday
even...
party, woohoo, we're gonna play games over Zoom, right? I didn't have to be on the phone talking to customers, so like fuck it, right? So they did a scavenger hunt where it was like, all right, everybody go find a cookie cutter, and then you had to go in your house and get a cookie cutter and show it to the camera and shit, right?
I bet you had none of this stuff.
And they were like, go get this, go get that. You don't even know, bro. You don't know who you're fucking with. It's a Christmas scavenger hunt. They were like, go find a red candle. My little tree that I mentioned earlier, I'll put a picture up of it on it here. It has little ornaments on there, including a red candle. Because when they said go find a red candle, I'm like, what fucking asshole has candles and they're red? Like, what? But actually, I think that's not that good of a statement. I said it like it was like candles are so archaic and like prehistoric, but candles are still very much a thing. Anyways, for like not for light, but for like the scent and the like the. Anyways, it had a little candle on there, so I was like, oh, snatched up that little tree, held it up to the camera. I was like, look, there's a little candle on my little tree, and they were like, all right, cool. And then Sophia, they were like, all right, now go find this shit. Now go find something that's gold. And then I was like, you see this little pot at the bottom of the tree? It's gold.
It's gold.
And then they were like, go find a Christmas ornament. And I was like, you see this little ornament on this tree? It's an ornament. And then they were like, go find a Christmas tree. And I was like, you see this little fucking tree?
You see what I'm holding?
The Christmas tree was like, the one tree was like five different things. It was hilarious.
That's so funny. What's it called?
I only missed one.
There was this
the cookie cutter was the only thing I didn't have. They had a bunch of other shit, and I found something for all of them. Anyways.
This smells so good. Look, smell it.
It smells like my mom's farts. Yesterday?
That's so rude. Oh my god. Why did you say it sounds like my mom's farts and then get reminded of something that happened
because yesterday we were all chilling there at the table, hanging out and shit. And then it started smelling like a fart. And then I was like, somebody farted in here. Who was it?
I'm the fart
you? Did you fart? And everybody was like, nah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't know. And I was like, it smells like my mom's farts. But mom was in the other room. So then I was like, maybe it was Celeste. Because she was right behind me. Anyways.
You didn't find out?
No, I didn't know. No.
What the fuck was the point of the story then?
I knew. I could tell. I'm like, I was on to them, you know?
Anyways, this does not smell like mom's fart. This is actually a candle that our cousin Coco got me for my graduation.
Nice. I think we only have time for like one more thing maybe. So go. Say something.
All right. It's not Christmas. Sorry.
Go.
Okay. So, I got a new job, right? I'm working at said new job. Where I am, there's a lot of Caucasian people, right? I'm not really Caucasian. It's fine. There is like a sprinkle of like diversity. Other like ethnicities.
Diversity.
A little, yeah, that's the word. And then we're at lunch, right? I'm like walking with my trainer, and she's like, "Oh, like you can come sit with us. Like you don't gotta sit alone, right? It's all good." I was like, "All right, cool." And then I go, and there's a guy who's clearly Mexican, right, within like the department. And it's so funny because on my first day there, I clocked him. You know, I was like, "Oh yeah, you're Mexican, right?"
We found a Mexican.
Yeah, stupid. And then whatever, the four of us are talking because there's four of us. We're all talking. And then this chick, her lunch break ends, so then she leaves. And then I don't know where my trainer left, but she left somewhere. And then it's just me and him. And then he was like, "Sophia, are you Hispanic?" But like it sounded like he was like kind of like, "I'm asking you." Like I know it's like yes, but like I don't know if you'll be offended if I ask, but I'm asking you anyways, type of thing. But and then I was like, "Yeah, I am." And he's like, "Oh, do you speak Spanish?" And I was like, "Nah, bruh, I'm a no sabo kid, you know." And then he kind of like, for a second, because it's like an older guy, right? And so for a second he was like, oh, like, man, for a second I thought like I would have someone here that like, you know, we could tell, yeah, a little bit. And I disappointed him by not being Mexican enough. And it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, I was like, I mean, you can talk to me in Spanish. I'll probably understand most of what you're saying. I just can't really respond back in Spanish. But like, you know?
That's
And then he's like, oh, like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. Both my parents speak Spanish, like, fluently, but they just didn't teach me, I guess. And he's like, no, that's how it is with my daughter. She's 11 right now. And she's, like, understanding more. Like, she's trying to, like, learn Spanish. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Whatever. But I just thought it was funny because, like, I wasn't Mexican enough for her.
You were a disappointment.
You know? Yeah. But anyways, I have another work story that I'm going to tell you real quick. Okay. So, like, I don't remember exactly how it came up, but, like, we started talking about you, right? Oh, one of my coworkers, he comes from LA, right? And I was like, oh, my brother's actually, like, he lives there right now. He just moved there. Right? And they're like, oh, cool. Where does he, like, live? Like, what area? I was like, it starts with, like, a B, but I don't remember. And I remember, like, now, but, like, I didn't then. But anyways, I was like, it starts with a B. I can't remember, like, what, though. And then he was like, oh, okay. Like, what does he do? And don't ask me why.
Oh, my God.
I know you're in finance, and I know, like, I kind of know, like, Oscar's job, I kind of know how to describe it, but I wouldn't know exactly
Chandler,
how to describe
where
it.
You're like, I don't even fucking know, honestly. Like,
no, like, I know there's definitely parts that I don't understand, but, like, I know the gist of it, right? But for whatever fucking reason, what came out of my mouth was, oh, he's an accountant.
Oh my God.
And I don't know why. That's, like, not even fucking...
You fucking asshole.
You know, but then immediately right away I was like, oh, but not the stripper kind, like an actual accountant, you know? And then, but the people I was with, they weren't, like, from my generation, right? From our generation.
We're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And, like, I think only one of them was, like, she seemed to be, like, closer to, like, my age, but even they, like, kind of gave, like, polite, but, like, a fucking weirdo, like, chuckles, you know what I mean? And then I was like, how did I say it? And then I described, like, why. I was like, oh, it's because there's, like, a trend. Yeah. I was like, there's a trend on TikTok that says, like, just strippers, like, they say they're accountants because no one ever asks what, like, accountants do. So, like, it's just a joke, like, you know? And then they were like, oh, okay. But I was just like, no one got my TikTok funny. It was so fucking funny. And I don't even know why I said you were an accountant. You're not an accountant.
I'm not an accountant, you fucking asshole.
I know! But, like, no, yeah. But for whatever reason, just my mouth, that's what it said. Like, it was just, like, an accountant, you know?
Freaking dingus.
Yeah, anyways, I thought it was funny.
I do have to say, I feel great shame in Sophia's whole setup being way more Christmassy than mine. But I'm not in my apartment. I'm doing makeshift shit in my parents' house. So I couldn't really,
even in your apartment, I can guarantee that my apartment's more Christmassy than Oscar's apartment.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh? What do you have other than your little Christmas tree? Other than that? Is it as big as mine?
What do you have other than that?
I have patio lights out right now.
Because Mom spoiled you. I have to buy my own things. Anyways.
Mom offered to buy you things. You rejected her.
She didn't offer to buy me Christmas lights. So, fuck you.
You should have moved with her during Christmas time. I don't know what to tell you. No, she didn't buy me Christmas lights. Those are mine from my original tree. It's because I brought a tree, right? I had a tree for a couple years. My mom got me a Christmas tree, right? But, like, it was broken. Like, it came in 3 parts that, like, would, like, click together, I guess. But the top part, it wasn't, like, clicking. It was annoying. So we got a new one. And this one already had lights in there. So then I had my lights. And then, yeah. And then...
You don't even have Christmas lights.
She was still here. What do you mean?
The lights that she's talking about right now that were on her original tree that are on her balcony now, those aren't Christmassy.
They're colorful.
They're not. They're the wrong colors. They're like.
To be fair, though,
if Halloween did Christmas.
To be fair, I was trying to go for the original. Like, it looked like on the box, like it did look. Yeah. But what I want to do for next year, because right now I have green, gold, and red, and then these, like, little clear ones. Look how cute this one is, a little snowman. But anyways, but what I want to do, I want to buy the colorful ornaments, like all, like, the colors, you know, for next year.
Yeah, Mom is very much against, like, colorful trees. Like, she can only have like a very set palette on the tree. Who was telling her? Someone was telling them yesterday, like, we were chilling with our cousins here, and then someone told them, like, oh, Oscar doesn't like the tree. That, like, I don't like the Christmas tree. And then
I love
my cousin was like, wait, why not? Like, what's wrong with it? And then I think I had just said like they had bought a bigger one and it was cooler, but then they downsized. And then no, but then I didn't
It
even get
was
into it. I was like, no,
glorious.
you see all those ugly ass flowers on there? I hate those. You see all those bows on there? I hate those. You
It's
see all
pretty.
these
I
with
think
this,
it's
this, and
pretty.
that? I hate those. Whatever, whatever. It's fine as a general aesthetic, not my
It's definitely.
creative vision, right?
Anyways,
I do think I have to go because mom seemed to be below drying her hair, but she's already walking downstairs, so I'm pretty sure she's ready to go.
But anyways, well, I guess that's it. Hey, FaceTime me for the graduation.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I'll have signal in there, but we'll see. Go ahead. Do the outro.
All right. Well, then, if you don't, record the whole thing and then send it to me. All right, guys. That's it for this episode. Have a merry, holly jolly Christmas.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
If you still believe in
It's the best
Santa
time of
and
the
you're
year.
already non-Santa, believe in age, that's sad.
Christmas
But anyways, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Ooh. ¿Dónde está Santa Claus? Oh, where is Santa Claus? Ooh,
Any
it's
toys that he would
Christmas
leave.
Eve.
Anyways.
Okay.
Bye.
Anyways, Merry Christmas. Goodbye. Have lots of
Happy
presents
New
to
Year.
open.
We're not
Like,
doing
comment,
a New
and
Year's
subscribe.
episode, so we'll just
Comment.
say it.
Oh, and Happy New Year. And also comment the presents that you guys got for this year's Christmas. Okay, bye.
I
Say bye.
appreciate the effort that you
Say
put
bye.
into telling people to comment something specific, but I feel like a loser because nobody comment. Like we're not at
Say
that
bye.
point where people will actually comment. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, bye.
Anyways, bye.
Subscribe.